Hello and welcome to Fourth Level Fighter. I have a book that I received about a week ago, and I just realized I have forgotten to actually flip through it. So let's go ahead and do a flip through here. This is from Chaosium. It's the No Time to Scream 3 Evenings of Nightmare. These are three short and, I don't want to say condensed, three scenarios with a short runtime, maybe 1 to 2 hours. So this is great if you're getting together with your friends and it's like, what should we do? Hey, let's do something quick. And maybe you're not prepared to run a 3 or 4 hour game. Maybe you just want something fast. This would be the way to go. Let's go ahead and just take a look at these. One of these I'm actually already familiar with. I think it's the middle one. And I'm not going to show all these pages because spoilers. So the three scenarios are A Lonely Thread, Bits and Pieces, and Aurora Blue. Now, Bits and Pieces is part of the Cult of Chaos, the organized play system for Chaosium, which I'm a member, and that is one of the adventures that they make available, so I've actually kind of looked at that. The one I'm really excited about is Aurora Blue, because it's set in Alaska, which is like my favorite place on Earth to go visit. I don't know if I'll ever run this because some of the information, it's kind of a sensitive nature. One thing I try to avoid in my games is religion and race, and I know this is racially motivated, or there's a racial elements, and I like to try to avoid that. I need to read through it, and if I can change it, but from what I understand, the race may be an integral part of the plot, so I'll have to look at it. But that's one that the setting excites me for sure. So let's just flip through here. This is 3 short and terrifying scenarios aimed at novice keepers, but equally fun for veteran players. It's playable by up to 4 players in under 2 hours. Yeah, so this is great for a quick game night. Or I run a lot of games online, and for Call of Cthulhu, 2 hours is like the sweet spot, and 3 hours is kind of where I cap it at a maximum. Just, you can only have suspense continue on for about that long. 2 hours is kind of like I say, the sweet spot. 3 hours max. Let's just kind of flip through here. So it kind of, the new books, the Order of the Stone, as well as this one, I know are designed that you could run these using only the starter set. You wouldn't need the Keeper's Guide or any other information. In fact, they'll often give you information or give you, like, you'll find this in the starter set page so-and-so or the Keeper rulebook page so-and-so. But this one kind of gives you a brief explanation of the rules. So here it says if you have the starter set, then book 2 contains simplified information. But here they cover like skill rolls, bonus and penalty die, combat, sanity, insanity. So like there's the rules in like 4 pages. So very cool. The first adventure, A Lonely Thread. Again, I don't want to show like the ends, so I'll just kind of flip through here kind of quickly. You can see some of the pictures and some of the people. Here are some pre-gen characters. Chess master, scientist, athlete, antiques dealer. So those could be a lot of fun. One thing that you may notice is they have made these gender neutral. So if you want to be the antiques dealer, you could play as a male or a female. They provided art with both. They do not give them a name so that you can name them. And I think I like that. It gives people that are playing a little more freedom. There's some people that don't do well playing certain genders or prefer to play certain genders, and that way you can kind of make it easy to do that. This next one, Bits and Pieces, takes place in a morgue over the course of a single night in 1927. This one sounds super fun. I don't want to show too much of this, maybe a map or so. I like the maps, nice and colorful. I don't want to show like too much of what's going on because that would spoil the mystery. There's a map of the morgue. Let's jump ahead. Here are your pre-gens: criminal, doctor of medicine, private detective, and ex-soldier. And then the last one is Aurora Blue. This is the one in Alaska during the winter of 1932. So we're moving into the 30s now. The investigators are a group of Bureau of Prohibition agents, commonly known as revenuers, who encounter something during a bootlegging raid. I know that the pre-gens are African American, and I believe that kind of plays into what's going on. Just to kind of show a little bit of the artwork here. There we are. So, and this one gives the name. So Booker Reese, Anna Hollows, Virginia Wright, and Titus Freeman. Again, I don't know for sure what the how closely tied the racial component is in here, but that's just something I want to mention for people that may be looking to purchase this. That just be aware there is a scenario that you want to be aware of. One thing I do not want to see anyone do is stereotype racial sentiment from the 1920s and 30s. It was a kind of an ugly part in American history, and please, if you are, white-skinned like me, do not attempt to do voices or especially, old, like this era voices or mannerisms. Like it's offensive, so just don't do it. Please do not ever use the word that was often used. Be sensitive, grow up. This is, the 21st century. Get with the times. Enough said. It comes with the handouts. If you purchase this from Chaosium, you get all of the downloads as well, all of the digital assets, which right now I'm doing a lot of playing online. It's fantastic because I can just take those images and put them into Foundry, and away we go. You got a nice bookmark ribbon here, a couple more handouts, and then you've got some biographies of the people that wrote the book, which is pretty cool. A lot of hard work goes into this. 104 pages, looks like, total. If this is something that interests you, this would be similar to some of their other short adventure books that are out there. There's what is it? Pathways to Darkness or Doorways to Darkness. Or there's a couple other books that kind of focuses on these smaller adventures. I like this. I like that they do these. The big campaigns are great, but I think the real strong point for Cthulhu is a one-shot, where in Dungeons and Dragons and other high fantasy games, you are basically quote unquote normal. You're a little above average, but then you become essentially a superhero, and you really can't die. There's no risk. There's no I'm going to go fight those guys because what's the worst that'll happen? I'll just be resurrected. It's no big deal. There's no risk, no threat. I don't like that. I grew up, playing D&D in the 80s when, you made lots of characters because they died. And I'm cool with that. And one thing I like about Call of Cthulhu, especially one-shots, is you're there to see a normal person go the opposite way. And, you want to watch the candle burn out and see these people go crazy and get ground down into nothing, or have a really cool and heroic death. And one shots are great for that. Just don't die too early so that you can experience the game, but go down in a hail of gunfire. Do what you got to do to make it memorable. I want to thank you all for watching. If you want to play any of these games, let me know. I probably will get bits and pieces up on Foundry, and would be open to doing some online games of that. I'm going to look into that Aurora Blue. I'd really like to do that, so I may get that done at some point. Anyway, this video is getting long enough. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have enjoyed the videos we have on the channel. Thank you for everyone that has subscribed, liked, commented, and for those that have played with me online. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. We'll see you soon.